There are a few things that are just off limits to most people. Area 51, the cookie jar, mommy's magic apple juice. But one thing that usually isn't off limits is to move a ladder. However, this ladder cannot be moved. Well, okay, it isn't physically unmovable, but people frown upon you doing so. Why? Let me explain. This ladder that you supposedly can't move is located outside a window of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem and has been there for hundreds of years. The church itself is located right where Jesus was killed and resurrected. The church also contains many valuable artifacts, such as the crown of thorns that Jesus wore, pieces of the crucifix, you get the point. As you can see, this church is incredibly valuable and sacred, especially for Christians. The church is so sacred that an agreement was written in 1757 to place the church under the control of 6 denominations. These 6 denominations are the Greek Orthodox Church, the Armenian Apostolic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, the Coptic Church, and the Ethiopian and Syriac Orthodox churches. Now, these churches can't agree on anything. Like, think redneck and blue-haired Wall Street Journal writer if they were a bunch of monks with 1,000-year-old history. Now, in order to make a change, all of these angry monks need to agree on it. Now, in comes this ladder that was probably forgotten by some rando stonemason guy 400 years ago. I mean, personally, I'd like to think that 20 minutes before the signing of the agreement, some random dude just put the ladder there to mess with everybody. Now, even though that would be the funniest thing ever, no pieces of furniture will be moved at all because the monks will throw a hissy fit. Like they did in 2002 when a Coptic monk was sitting on a chair that was in the Ethiopian Orthodox section of the church. He moved the chair slightly to be in the shade. Because don't you hate it when you're at a field trip or taking a class photo and they positioned you right in front of the sun to get good lighting and they say, "Oh, that came out blurry, let's take another one. Oh, Billy blinked, let's retry." And you sit there for what feels like hours as your retinas start to resemble the sunny side up eggs you had for breakfast that morning. Then these idiots have the audacity to tell me to stop squinting. Are you serious? Half of my childhood pictures are of me squinting with my arm over my eyebrows. Where are we talking about again? Oh, right, monks. So this monk moves his chair out of the sun and into the shade, as any normal human being would do. Well, apparently this fluctuation of the seating orchestration was considered a violation of that agreement I was yapping about earlier, which caused a fucking fist fight between the 2 groups of monks, and it ended up with 12 monks actually being injured. Now, this is apparently not the last time we would see monks bop each other's brains out like this is a VeggieTales version of a Hell in a Cell match. You know, Bob angry at Larry for his bullshit. In the future, humor will be randomly generated. This next fight was because a Greek monk wanted to join in on a ceremony that the Armenian church was having. And the Armenians were like, no. The Greeks were vouching for their compadre and were getting kind of aggressive. Hey, can I join your ceremony? No. How about now? We said no. How about now? Oh yeah, sure. Wait, really? Nah, just messing with you. You suck. This back and forth eventually led to not just a little debacle, but a massive brawl, including at least 30 monks just going to town beating the crap out of each other. It got so bad that the Israeli police was called and had to break up the fight themselves. It ended with 2 monks actually getting arrested. It ended with 2 monks getting arrested. Back to the ladder. Will it ever be moved? Well, Pope Paul VI said that they'll move the ladder when the Greek Orthodox and Roman Catholic churches reunite. So what that basically means is no, the ladder will never be moved. Moral of the story, if you want to see a bunch of monks fight to the death, go to Jerusalem and move that ladder. Get some popcorn, and thank me later. This is Gregory Shorttail. Subscribe, like, bell, comment any video ideas you have, put them in the comments, and see ya.